Move to this now. The Department of Sport, Arts and Culture is expected to launch the Digital Integrated Heritage Week Dubai Expo exhibition. This is set to begin on the 11th of October at the Freedom Park Museum, a heritage site in Tshwane. Now for more on the Digital Integrated Heritage Week Dubai Expo, I'm joined by Vusithemba Ndima, who is the DDG at the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture. A pleasure to have you on the program this afternoon. Firstly, talk us through the significance of the Heritage Digital Integrated Week. What is it about?
Thank you very much, Santa, and thank you to the viewers. This is an exhibition that is aimed at marketing our country. It's an exhibition that is designed to tell the story of South Africa from the pre-conquest era, where you would be seeing, exhibitions about the Mapungubwe, one of the pre-conquest kingdoms that showed a highest level of civilization before colonialism. And of course, it will take us through, the exhibitions are going to take us through, of course, the conquest era, but how South Africans of various cultural groupings fought against colonialism. That's where you would then be looking at resistance and liberation heritage. And of course, some of the sites are going to feature prominently, such as Robben Island, World Heritage Site, and also Freedom Park as one of the icons of liberation and freedom. But of course, South African history is so diverse. We will be having some exhibitions that are looking at origins. For instance, looking at the cradle of humankind. South Africa is popularly known to be hosting that kind of World Heritage Site. So basically, we are taking the platform in Dubai to say to the people of the world, come to South Africa and experience our scenic beauty, come and experience our history, beautiful history, with its own complexities and intricacies. Come and look at all that we have in our museums, museums that we have in this country. And of course, we will also have an opportunity to have CEOs of this museum coming to present about some of the iconic heritage objects that they keep within their collection. So basically, this digital exhibition, it's just about showing what we have as South Africa.
Now, as we continue to speak about some of the activities that are planned beginning on Monday, speak to us about the digital element that this platform will be taking. We do understand that the exhibition itself will be happening in Dubai, but how can people here access that platform?
There will be a link for all those who would want to participate. It will be shared, of course, with the even with your station, so that those who will be interested, because there are no limitations given the fact that it's going to be electronic. So we're not going to have a problem with health protocols, but there will be a link that allow all those who are interested to actually have access to these digital exhibitions.
I want to reflect a bit more about an element that you touched on, about the importance to teach the world about the rich heritage and history of South Africa. But for people also closer to home, what would you say is important for us to learn a bit more about our country and its history?
I think one of the things that maybe we do not want to maybe acknowledge as a country is the fact that if you look at the history of this country and its selling points, sometimes we overlook that. But also the fact that when people come to this country, it could be for business purposes, work-related purposes, but they do not, sport, they come for sport. But before they leave the shores of this country, they take their time to familiarize themselves with the history of this country. They go to our heritage sites, they go to our museums, and those museums, they play a prominent role in economic development. Currently, we are looking at economic recovery and economic reconstruction. It becomes therefore important that we begin to market our country outside South Africa or throughout the world. For instance, in Dubai, you have got something like 190 countries. As these countries see what we have, so many of those people are going to be having interest in coming to South Africa. You've got the captive audience of about 25 million. Just imagine as things get relaxed, we are now at alert level 1. Sooner we will be out of the COVID situation. One is like hoping, and I'm very optimistic about it, more particularly if we're all vaccinated. And then we would want to see our country going back to its normalcy, and we would want to see economic activity taking place. We would want to see our artists going back to the theaters, going back to the halls, to the music halls, and generating income as they used to prior to COVID. So it's very important, therefore, that history of our country, which expresses itself in various forms, in theatrical production, in musicals, in the sites that you visit,
right?
And we promote them for such purposes as well.
Now, with the Digital Expo expected to kick off on Monday, how would you say is the mood, especially now in Dubai, as we continue to showcase what South Africa has to offer? Would you say there's an air of excitement in anticipation of what's to come from Monday?
Very exciting, and in fact, we have already wowed Dubai because, Heritage Week, it's just part of the series of activities that have been taking place. The first week, which was also just focusing on artists. Master KG was there, Thandiswa Mazwai was there, and in fact, we were told by those who were there that Master KG, in fact, yesterday, he had to go to a bigger stage than the one that he was playing in, at the beginning of this Dubai Expo. There are so many pieces of crafts that now the people of Dubai want to buy. Unfortunately, we didn't just carry loads of them. It was more about showcasing. Now you can see that already business within the craft industry will actually be taking off. There is a sword artist who actually did an image of Sheikh Zayed within an hour, in fact, which is a rare occurrence. And we are told that that particular piece of work has actually been shared with the Sheikh, and then of course it looks like it's being received with great enthusiasm. So already South Africans have made the mark. South Africa have just registered their presence. From the beginning of next week, from Monday, we will also be wowing the world about what we have, about what we're going to be shown through our digital technologies.
And speaking about people that are expected to wow audiences in Dubai, our very own and internationally acclaimed artist, that's Wouter Kellerman. He's expected to perform as well.
Yes, he's expected to perform on Monday also, which is going to be a very exciting element of the program for Monday. So we really would want to encourage people to come and see and watch, and of course using their digital technologies. As I've indicated, that we won't necessarily be physical. There's going to be very few people who are going to be physical in Freedom Park, but the rest of the people are encouraged to use their digital forms.
Mr. Ndima, thank you very much for your time. That's the Deputy Director General in the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, Vusithemba Ndima. He was speaking to us there about the Digital Expo, expected to be showcased in Dubai in the coming week, starting on Monday.